Welcome to another episode of Stock List. Today, we're not discussing stocks, we're doing something slightly different. We're going to tell you how to secure your next job.
Point number one would be research. The importance of research is something I'm going to continue to emphasize. So if you're looking for a new role, it's important to find out what roles are within your industry. You can find this on LinkedIn by looking at someone's profile and seeing the steps they took to climb up to where they are right now. Or you could have a look at prospects, prospects.ac.uk, who list the roles within your industry as well. So it'll give you a fairly good idea of what roles are within your industries and the skills, etc., that you might need to get into that particular role. So again, research.
Right, that's excellent. So number 2 would be to list your skills on your CV. You don't realize it, but as you go through your career, you actually pick up a lot of new skills, and some of us take them for granted and we don't actually note them down. So it's key to list down all the new skills that you acquire, any new software you might have worked on, any new sort of role or things that you might have done at work. You need to list them down because they are valuable skills that you would have picked up.
I'll add to that as well. Not just within the workplace, outside of the workplace too.
Definitely.
Yeah, so some people may have gained public speaking skills outside of the workplace. That's important. That's something that you can add to your CV, and it shows that you're someone who's not afraid to speak within a big crowd.
Yep. I'll give an example actually. So when I was working as a business analyst, I was doing some Photoshop stuff outside of work, and I never knew that it would be beneficial to my actual job until I spoke to my manager, and just in casual conversation, I explained to him that I had Photoshop skills, and that actually opened more doors for me, and I was able to do newer projects within the business.
Okay. So taking something that you done outside of work and bringing it into the workplace.
That's it.
Yeah. Point number 3 would be to look at the job spec and analyze the skills that are required for that particular role that you're going for. If it's saying that you need Excel skills, think about where you can acquire those Excel skills. Places that would be really good to look at for any skills that are listed on a specific job spec. It could be any job spec, but within that industry. I'll say look at 2 or 3 first to see whether there's a certain pattern. You can gain those skills doing a short course on sites such as Udemy, Skillshare, and even LinkedIn offer courses. There's other places as well that you can acquire skills such as Read as well, and several others too. So you don't always need to do a master's or say, I don't know, just
like a big university course.
Yeah. To gain skills, you can gain skills for £40-50 on certain sites, and you do them in your own time as well. You sit these courses in your own time as well,
and most of them are recognizable in the workplace.
That's it. So I would say look into job specs and see the skills that you need, and again go and acquire those skills. Even if you have to ask a friend as well to teach you something, that's also something that will save you time, because they might have learned something in a way which is much quicker than you learning it via the course.
Yeah, definitely. Agreed. Right. So when you have all these skills written down and you've got everything listed in your CV, it's always a good idea to have a recruiter or a hiring manager look over your CV to make sure your CV is actually put together properly and the information on there is relevant enough for the kind of role you're looking for. I mean, recruiters, they make their money in finding new jobs. So it's in their best interest to make sure your CV is tip top.
That's it.
So never be shy to show your CV to a recruiter or a hiring manager.
Perfect.
Always helps.
Yep, I agree. Point number 5 would be to create a LinkedIn profile and make sure you've got a professional picture up on your page. None of this using your Instagram photos with 5 people next to you.
You can actually do that. Like some next angle picture. It should be a clear photo of your face.
That's it.
In ideally in professional attire if possible.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree with that. Also, make sure that your profile is up to date. It's important because people tend to go on your page to see what you have done over the last few years and what you're currently doing. So if your last role is still in your profile and you've not updated it to your latest role, you could be blocking your blessings in terms of a recruiter messaging you for a new role.
Definitely. LinkedIn is basically your digital CV.
That's it.
It's that simple. You need to also take advantage of things like endorsements, because recruiters look at that as well. If someone can vouch for you, that's a big thing. And you need to even see if you can get your current manager to give you an endorsement, because that's a reference. Without giving you a reference. You know what I'm saying? So look into that, because it's helpful.
That's powerful.
So now you've got your CV sorted, and you've got your LinkedIn sorted as well. You now need to start looking for jobs. Right? And the best place to look for jobs are LinkedIn, Indeed, Reed, or you can just look on Google, just type in the sector plus agency, or the sector plus the word consultancy, and you can basically go down that route to look for jobs. I definitely recommend consultancies because they're low-key recruitment agencies, just fancier.
Do you have any in mind?
So depending on it always depends on the sector. But for example, if you wanted to go into IT, I'd recommend something like Capita or FDM or Capgemini. These are the kind of companies I would recommend if you wanted to go into IT. That's what I know about.
And finance, if you wanted to go into finance, I recommend Hayes, Page Personnel, and Venn Group. There's also many others out there too.
Perfect.
The final point, which is point number 7, would be to make sure your CV, you know it back to front, front to back. Basically, you know what is on your CV, because when a recruiter calls or a hiring manager calls your phone, you need to be able to relay the information that's on your CV to that person.
Yeah, perfectly as well. Because you don't want any discrepancies. There's nothing worse than a shuffler or a waffler when you're over the phone. These times your CV is pristine. And the thing is that when you know what's on your CV, you'll be more confident, or you come across more confident when you're talking to the recruiter or the hiring manager over the phone. So it's very, very key to read your CV, go over it, know what's on there word for word, if possible, and be able to convey that message to whoever contacts you. Very important. So we've just taken you through 7 key steps to ensure that you secure your new role. Follow these steps, and I don't want to guarantee you, but I guarantee you somehow that you will get the job that you are looking for. So thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you liked it. We hope you got some value from it. If you did, please feel free to give the video a like, drop a comment, give us some feedback, and make sure you share it with one other person, and we will see you on the next one.